This is Carmen from DivineTwinFish. It is 5:25 a.m. where I'm at. I've been on the road already for about 25 minutes for my hour, 10-minute commute to work. Receiving hard pushes and can't release this, shake this feeling of what I'm supposed to put out there. And it's been difficult for me to record a lot of this. I've been writing down all the notes and getting the information, the divine messages, and trying to organize it easier for many to understand. And I've yet to be able to record it and put it out there on YouTube. So here I am trying to break it down for you quickly in this message. And then I'll go into thorough depth for anyone who has questions for me. On November 2nd, I dove deep into the 5D. And this happens to me a lot. I'm pretty sure this happens to many of you, where you think it's dreaming, but it's not. You can recall everything. It feels very real. You have interactions with archangels, ascended masters. It's just a whole different world. And you receive knowledge. You wake up with this clarity of knowing. And this time, I didn't even sleep. I was just, I would say, in a trance. And throughout the entire trance, I was amongst many archangels and twin flames, higher selves and ascended masters. It was very unbelievable. It's just undescribable what I seen and did. And I was given quite a bit of messages from different divine members of information they really want me to put out there. And I feel the most important at this time frame is love. There was a point during this trance or dream, whichever you want to call it, this 5D session, that I was shown the globe, shown Earth, and I can see pinpoints, and I established these pinpoints as twin flames because there was flames on these twin points, and these points would glow certain colors, and it was obvious that it was who was going to come into knowing, activation, awakening, or union. And that's what these groups were. Fortunately, in the discussions, there were quite a bit of twin flames that were going to be withheld because they weren't ready. Which brings me to love. There are many that are not feeling that they have love. They're relying on their twin flame to come to union in love, to find love. They're not realizing that they already have love, that they need to have that full surrender within themselves and jump into the faith. Just trust and jump. It was really sad to see that this was occurring, that many are even withholding reunion with their twin because they believe that they are in control. And if you still believe that you're in control, I'm sorry, you're doing nothing but making it more difficult. You have to surrender. You need to have trust. And once you do that, it's so much easier. You receive this clarification of knowing and feeling that everything's going to work out, and it's out of your hands, and you don't know how or when or why it's exactly going to happen, but it will happen. And you just know this through this thought process changes. And they're asking for twins to really come to loving themselves and understanding themselves and being content with themselves, instead of thinking, I won't have that until I'm with my twin. So in the meantime, I will be running off doing other things that does nothing but just hinder you from coming into union. Once again, if you think you are in full control and you can make things happen, you are not able to. What you can do is work on yourself, love yourself, find your niche. What it is you think that you are to be doing at this moment that's best for, oh, there was a deer. Yep, that's what happens when you're driving in the countryside. All right, thank God I didn't hit that deer. Find your niche, what it is that you think that's what your calling is. If you feel that you need to maybe go and work with children, please go work with children. If you feel that you need to help those of the sick or elderly, please do. If you need to take time to yourself and pull back in and meditate and focus on you, then please do that. This earth right now is really scary. It's a really scary place, to the point that for a few years now, I don't even watch the news. And recently, because of something at work, I'm in the military, I am kind of being forced to watch the news so I can provide information on a test board. And this is something I really don't want to do, but I've been having to do it for the past few days of this week, and it's really horrifying to see how much ugly is put out there. But on the other side, it is horrifying how much beauty is not being put out there. And I'm asking for twin flames and earth angels to please find that beauty, if it's within yourself, helping another, or doing something of this sort. Regardless, even if it's just picking up trash for Gaia. Please find some beauty. Surrender, everything's going to work out. I know from what I've seen, there are quite a few twins out there that are on message boards and YouTube channels and psychic readings, and this is okay. It's nice to be in your community and to connect with others and to find out guidance. But when it comes to this, you are also taking away time of work that you could be doing on yourself to help your union, instead of just seeking, what I see this as, seeking quick fixes. What I mean by quick fixes, you hear a tarot reading and you quickly relate it to your own situation, when every twin flame union is unique in their own way. So what a generic reading may be may not necessarily pertain to your union. And you have these hopes and you latch onto these hopes based off of what the reader says, and then when it doesn't happen the way the reader stated, you're brought down again. And there goes a week or 2 weeks or a month that went by that you could have been working towards your reunion, but you just held on to something that was a broad message, not based for your situation. So twin flames, please find love. If it's love you're receiving doing good, please do that. If it's love you're receiving by taking care of yourself, please do that. But please, I beg of you to really surrender, trust. I can relate this to bungee jumping. I remember I went bungee jumping a few years ago, and it was one of the scariest things, and I was thinking, why did I put myself up here and I have this rope connected to my ankle? And for some reason, I just received this moment of clarity. I put my arms out and I just leaped out. And as I was soaring into the sky, before the rope actually caught me, I had such an amazing rush of feeling and satisfaction and happiness and joy, because I was able to receive that clarification and satisfaction and joy, because I was no longer at the top freaking out and worried and in my head with doubts that, is the rope going to catch me? Am I going to go splat on the ground? Am I going to maybe be paralyzed after this? Why did I do this? Instead of asking myself all these questions of doubts, I took that leap of faith and had faith that rope was going to catch me. So I asked the twin flames and cuties right now that are out there in separation and hoping for reunion to please realize that the divine has you. They are your bungee cord. They're asking you to please take a leap of faith. Please do that jump and trust that they're going to catch you. I love you all, and I hope this helps many of you. Please feel free to email me, DivineTwinFish@gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter. I'll have the information below. I love you all, and blessings.